Welcome to Five Fires YouTube. Today we're going to be firing up over here at Universal Studios Hollywood for some updates. Not already following me on Instagram or X at the Cali Pad, please subscribe, hit the like button, fire it up. I'm the main host, Mondo. Let's do this. Feels good to be back at Universal Studios Hollywood. The heat has come back. It is hot out here. We're going to get our first update at CityWalk. First update of the day. Mega Movie Summer Star has arrived here, but this used to be Billabong, but they themed the surfboard to Jaw Shark. Look how cool that is. Wow, Universal always being so creative. Have heard Jason Universe facade got some updates. Hopefully we see the two ride vehicles that are now on the track too for Fast and Furious. But I'm excited. It's a beautiful, beautiful day out here. I thought for a quick second paper maps came back over here at Hollywood, but no, it's just to show people. It's all digital. The popularity of the Wicked characters has exploded out here at Hollywood. It always looks like this. Yeah, Galinda and Elphaba, super popular. I have seen Jurassic World Rebirth. I know what it's all about. Shockingly, out of all these dinosaurs, the one that really shines is this one. Dolores, that is the star of the show. You'll see when you see the movie. Last week we saw this Frankie Bride merch. And then check this out. She's alive. I've never seen that shirt. And then She's Alive hoodie. Wow. Is there anything on the back? Dude, that's fire. $80, so $80 for that one. And then does this say, it says Frankenstein. It's like a side body. Wow, how much is that? $55. It's very cool. It has like the stitches and stuff. Wow, this one too, dude. There's just a whole Bride of Frankenstein merch. That's cool. And even one of these bucket hat. I don't know if I saw that last time. Wow. For the Jason merch, only extra small. That's all that's left. Fallout, every size. There's a lot for that one. But do they got these things still? Yeah, they got a lot of these things still.
I'm so sorry.
What's for lunch?
What'd you say?
What's for lunch?
What's for lunch? Okay, I heard what's for lunch and me. I don't know what me is. Me. What happened? Stop. Oh no, I will not stop eating. This is not Disneyland. I will shout at the top of my lungs at a child directly if I have to. They pay me to do this. All right?
What's for lunch?
Thank you very much. Enjoy yourself. You too, man.
Oh yeah, Parisian Courtyard. Looks like it's getting a little bit of color. Last week was like very primer white. It looks like we're getting some brown finally. So it's cool to see the details finally coming alive. I can't wait to find out what this is. Over there in Orlando, they actually announced like a dollhouse. Remember we were kind of rumoring out here that it was gonna be Isla de las Muñecas? Is that gonna be still the case? We're gonna get some sort of dolls too, but just Latin America taste? A Latin version of it? Hey, that sounds cool with me. Let's get some upper lot views at Fast and Furious. Seems like some work's actually going down. Look at that. Damn. Speaking of Parisian Courtyard HHN, we got some tarps. Wow. What is going on there? They don't want the elements, I guess, to get to it. A lot of tarping going on. Over there at Curious George, we've seen that big tarp too. Last week when we were here, we had the pull through at the top of the escalator right there. I wonder where the ride vehicle is. I hope we get to see the two ride vehicles that are here today. Is there anything going on? Wow, a lot of good action going on over there. We'll get some better views. We are going to get on the studio tour in a little bit, so we'll take a look at that. But look, they're starting to enclose all of this. Wow. Let me zoom in. Wow. That's crazy. Looks like maybe some details might start popping up over here on this side of Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. That's exciting. And then the ride vehicle, we finally found one of them right here. That is so cool. Sir, no peeping over the wall. Can't be doing that, sir. No peeping over the wall. Sir, I said no peeping. No peeping over the wall. It actually looks like it hurts. There's been some heavy work happening over here on the retaining wall. Wow. All this wiring and stuff. What is this for? Holy smokes. What the heck? Look, the retaining wall is even getting like actual walls being put right there. Wow, they're moving fast on this project. So cool. Very cool to see. John Murdy, I think it was last week, mentioned, hey, look at those lines on the ground. And everybody was like, oh, they're for trees, they're for trees. And they are for trees. And it's actually like a tight fit. So the walkthroughs right here, wow. Very tight fit. Look at the details coming to life too. Is there wording right here? I'm gonna have to go down an escalator to really take a look. That's awesome. Jason Universe. Wow. And then looks like they uncovered a little bit back here. Really can't make out anything. It looks like some concrete though. Huh. Concrete, okay. Wow, whatever these last scenes are gonna be. And then far off in the distance, we have Scarecrow, but at least it looks like Scarecrow. Really coming alive. That facade's looking beautiful. Wow, you did a lot of aging on that now. And one thing I realized, off in the distance, I think that's where they're filming Bel Air. Because I've heard them say it on the studio tour. So it's cool to just see that. That's awesome. All right, when we get on the studio tour, hopefully we get some updates for Jurassic World. If anything has changed, we'll see. Whoa. What's going on here? This is crazy. Here's a more direct look at Jason Universe. I was trying to make out what it says on this sign right here. Crystal Cove? Yeah, but it's pointing that way. There's no Crystal Cove that way. Wow, that is a tight fit right here. Looking. There's been a lot of stuff happening at Falls Lake, the big blue screen. I am really excited to see what that's looking like. That's one of the main reasons I want to do studio tour. Obviously to have fun too, but man, I want to see that production.
Roller coaster coming to the theme park in 2026. The Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster. It'll go up and down, even upside down, but especially will turn 360 degrees as it spins on those tracks. Now, as we begin our journey and tour of our production studios, you can see surrounding the Tram movie posters that represent some of the thousands of films that we've made right here since we opened our doors way back on March 15th, 1915. And part of our mega movie summer, Back to the Future and Jurassic Park, both celebrating anniversaries this year, and many other memorable films. Now there on your screens is a peek inside at what our sound stages look like before we've added any scenery. The Voice, St. Dennis Medical, Happy's Place, shows for other networks including Loot for Apple TV, including the brand new show from the maker of The Office, The Paper, set in Toledo, Ohio, with the same sort of format and that mockumentary style that was so successful. That's coming to Peacock later this year. As well as a brand new show, The Burbs, starring Keke Palmer, and Bel Air, which we are, as I mentioned, we just passed their home base. Bel-Air is a dramatic retelling of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It stars Jabari Banks and Ali Sholatin, and I got a video exterior filming. I'm going to show you an example of both on today's tour. Immediately to our right-hand side, across from this, what we call Central Park Plaza, is Brownstone Street. You see many picture cars there in front of those door scoops. You might recognize this area as exteriors from the Holiday Classic Home Alone 2, as well as now we take another turn into Courthouse Square. Of course, made famous from Back to the Future and Back to the Future Part 2, starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. That classic film hitting theaters back in 1985, monster-themed land, part of Universal Epic Universe, our newest theme park that just opened in Orlando, Florida, just a few weeks ago. One of our favorite props from Back to the Future on our right-hand side, the Lion Estates gates. And coming up on our left-hand peek inside the elephant doors on Soundstage 30 for The Voice, as we prepare for season 28 of that hit competition. But you may recognize it as the Amazon Basin from Creature from the Black Lagoon. Up close and personal at all the craftsmanship, skill, and detail involved in creating our very complex practical sets. What's going on? And sit tight, everybody. We'll try to figure out what's going on.
shark problem, so I'm afraid the beaches are closed. Yeah, you got a real bad case out there, Chief. I'm here to offer my services. Thanks, Mr. Quint, but we do already have a plan. You can hire me and be open this summer, or you can play it cheap. Well, we do have Officer George patrolling the waters already. Georgie? Diving? Sounds like amateur hour to me. Good luck with that one, Chief.
amazing day of my life.
Now we're sharing some of our favorite picture cars with you. A picture car is any vehicle you see on the screen. Highlights include the Jurassic series. It's the Bates Motel, site of Alfred Hitchcock's classic Psycho, starring Anthony Perkins. Classic film, and when there's that much history, there's bound to be some ghosts lurking among the shadows. Keep your eyes peeled. For approximately 10 minutes. Next, we're headed to Jupiter's Claim, the actual set from Oscar winner Jordan Peele's sci-fi epic, Nope. Moon Park, the Backlot for large-scale marine exteriors for films like those in The Truman Show or The Hulk or Jurassic Park 3. It was used to great effect in the film Sully from Warner Brothers, where they needed to float a plane on the Hudson River outside Manhattan. I have a clip here. Let me show you what I mean.
Evacuate.
It's about 10 million gallons of water. For a little over a century, Universal has been thrilling audiences around the globe. Our founder, Carl Laemmle, had a vision to make movies that could make audiences laugh or cry or sit on the edge of their seats. And attractions, information about mobile food ordering, and so much more. On behalf of our driver, Luis, and me, your guide, Perry, thank you for joining us today for this.
Also, too, I'm hearing some rumor that this shop right here at the end of Fast and Furious, that they're trying to open it by like Halloween Horror Nights. I don't know about their eye testing or anything like that, but the shop, they are aiming for Horror Nights. We're inside Hello Kitty store. This one caught my eye. Look at that, it says Universal Studios. That's cool. You even got like a long sleeve that says Universal Studios. What are these? Shoulder plush? Hello Kitty shoulder plush. Wow. Everything's shoulder plush out here. $25. Wow. One thing before we get out of here, don't forget, Hollywood and Dine is now Jaws 50th anniversary foods. And it seems like the big winner is the fish and chicken basket. Everybody's loving those. Mainly the fish one. Before I end today's video, Crescent Cove? A sign that says Crescent Cove on Jason Universe. Is that Killer Clowns? Killer Clowns reference at Jason? What? I was just talking about a big speculation, you know, just a rumor that was heard. Killer Clown Terror Tram. I don't know. Is it a hint? Is it a hint? Because there's no way that Crescent Cove sign stays at Jason, but what are your thoughts? Thank you guys for watching Flying Flyers YouTube. So many awesome updates today. Can't wait to be back. I definitely want to do Waterworld and obviously get back on Jurassic World. It's so hot out here. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment. What do you guys think about all these facades and updates out here at Universal? Would love to hear your opinion. Smash that like button. We are firing it. Bang.